So we're picking back up right after Sullivan has frenzied and killed the person who tried to stake him, and Preston is having a chat with somebody he believes at this point is a werewolf. Let's see how they handle this.
While I'm feeding, I am going to rouse real quick because I need to heal the damage.
So with your rouse check, you will heal 2 points of superficial damage. So the damage that you have. So you drink him down. You rouse the blood to heal that wound in your chest. And as you do that, you realize that when you jumped, your beast took over and jumped out of the chair, you just tore yourself off the chair and off the crossbow bolt, and it ripped out of your back. So as you rouse the blood to heal, you can feel the bits and fragments of your bone kind of shift back into place and smooth over and completely regenerate themselves. And you sate that last hunger off of him. Once that's done, you come back to your senses, but you can feel blood all over you. Like you are drenched.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab at his eyes to see if he's got night vision.
You grab a pair of goggles on his face.
I'm going to slip them bitches right on.
You put the goggles on and you look down, and he's wearing like this like leather jacket that he closed over himself to kind of protect him from any blows. He's got a large Bowie knife on his left hip. He's got this pair of like combat boots on. He's wearing blue jeans. The guy himself, he looks like that other cultist that you saw with the preacher. You saw one of them out front, and this looks like the other guy here.
I am going to grab a couple of the crossbow bolts because I'm going to use them for stakes if need be. And I am also going to grab the blade knife. I'm not going to grab the fucking crossbow. As a matter of fact, I'm going to break that motherfucker.
You're just like, fuck this.
Yep, okay. Fuck that thing. And then I'll pop the door open and I'll throw his body out as I spill my water all over.
Hopefully not on any computer parts.
Yeah, really.
No, not on anything overly important. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into unseen and make my way.
You just like you literally throw the body out in the hall and then go.
That's the distraction while I go and obfuscate and make my way the fuck out.
Oh,
throw the body out in the hall, and then you step back into the room and go into unseen. You kind of close yourself off to the world and you fade from view. Outside, Preston is standing next to this guy who is still entranced by you as his buddies are taking up positions. His buddies kind of fan out to kind of get one of them in each corner, leaving you with this guy in one of the corners too. He kind of nudges you like, yeah, see this? You and your friends ain't making the fuck out of here. And then for Preston, that's when the scent of blood hammers you like right in the face. Fresh blood. Like we're talking life's blood.
Hey,
it's coming back from the hallway.
I'm more than willing to participate in my own demise here, if that's what's going to happen. Like, far be it from me to be a pain in the ass about the whole thing. But you don't mind if I'd be right back, right? I'm going to go get my friend. I'm going to make it easier. I'm going to go get my friend and bring him here. And that way, like, you don't got to come looking for us. Cool?
Yeah, you go do that, little lamb.
All right, I'll see you soon.
He blows you a kissy as you walk towards the back.
I'm going to catch it. And as I walk away, I'm going to put it right on my ass and slap myself on the ass. I'm going to walk towards the hallway.
You start walking towards the hallway and you see there's this crumpled body of a man in a leather jacket, probably about 4 doors down where you saw Sullivan being led. And his body's just crumpled, like he got thrown against the wall. And you see, as you start just making your way further back there, the door that it looks like he got thrown out of is the last one, the fourth one on the right. The door right by his body, it starts to slowly open. You hear the click-clack of the latch over the music that's kind of thrumming through the air. And you hear the creak as that like vault door starts to open. You see this guy step out and look at the body. He's like, what the fuck? Now this guy looks like he's tan, so he's either Hispanic or, just dark of skin. But when he looks out, you see his fangs are descending. He's like, oh, shit. He's looking at the body. The guy looks like he's wearing one of the blue robes.
Hey, man, is a bathroom back here?
He looks at you. Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
You know what? You want the bathroom? Yeah, it's back this way. Just come right on back here.
Ah, thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem at all. Why don't you just come on down? And you'll see as he's talking, his fangs slowly just start to raise up. But looking at this guy, you can tell the way he's holding himself, the way his features are a little sunken in. He's not high on the humanity scale, let's put it that way. His beast is close to the 4.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, hey, thanks for showing me around, man. Yeah, you should probably put those away. People might get the wrong idea, you know.
All right, so either you know some shit or you're a cool guy and we can do business.
I'm a real cool guy, and I'm here with a purpose, and we could probably help each other out because there's some shit that's about to go down,
You see
and
him
you're going
kind
to want to
of,
be close to me, and I'm going to try and entrance him.
okay, you and your entrancement shite.
Just entrance the whole party. Fuck it.
I love presents.
Sean will be getting a text message when it's my turn again.
All right, so he gets 5. He got 1. Holy shit. So you entrance this guy. He's like, listen, man. And he'll reach down and you'll see like this large like bear paw of a hand of his. Slams against the ankle of this guy who's on the floor and he just drags him back through the open door and throws him inside this room. Now, as he does that, the door swings all the way open and you see on a chair, like a really nice, again, dentist chair, there's this woman who's been bound down and she has literally a fucking shaft of wood just stabbed right through her chest. Now, for Preston, as a Elysium, I guess, regular at this point, you recognize this is a caitiff by the name of Mercy Valdez. She is staked and in this chair.
All right.
All right, now you said something was going down. What's going down?
Yeah, I don't know. You and your gang may want to get the fuck out of here. There are some badass dudes out on the main floor that are like getting ready to turn this place into a bloodbath.
What do you mean, badass guys? And you'll hear this like above the dinge of the music and above all the conversation that's kind of chattering through the air, cutting through the smoke and the other scents that are filling the air. You hear this, everybody get the fuck out if you don't want to die. And then just this weird panic screaming as people are like, oh, what the fuck is that? And they just all start running away. You hear footsteps, just stuff is falling, tables are being knocked over, glasses are breaking as people start running. And you look down the hall, and it's like everybody's running towards the exit. Now, what really catches you is that guy you were talking with, the one who is being friendly to you now because he's entranced. You see him walk into view. And as he turns towards you, he looks, you see his body start to kind of like almost double over a little bit and jerks as he starts growing larger. Like it's almost as if his body is too small to contain his strength anymore, and literally his clothes are tearing. His face starts to elongate, and you see this wolf snout start to rip through his flesh, this facade of humanity that he has. And in short order, he starts pulling this skin like it's a wrapper away from his features, and he's got this black, glistening fur beneath it, and he's this massive 10-foot tall wolf man now. And he just looks back at you. His eyes have that yellow coloration that you saw in the vision when you did sense the sin on him. And you get this odd sensation that this wolf smiles at you, even though it really can't.
Just kind of.
You
I'm gonna go. Toodles. Love you too.
Jeff, you said you were sending something to Preston via text?
Yeah. Blue robes equal hunters.
No way! Exclamation mark.
You will see a darker brown furred one of these wolves kind of pounce its way into the hallway, more like close to the ground, almost on all fours like a beast, and it sniffs the air and sees you. Now this is not the same one. Like that black furred individual is standing behind him, and you hear this like guttural chuckle just kind of like rumble its way out of its chest and burst out of its mouth. The one that's brown furred starts literally making its way, like it's trying to intimidate both you and now your new friend as it's crawling down the hall towards you. The guy with you is like, fucking lupines. God damn it.
I'm gonna point to the guy like, oh yeah, yeah, this is the guy that you want, and I'm gonna unstake the caitiff.
You're just gonna like, yeah, that guy. Let's take the caitiff.
I need as many distractions as I can get so I can get the fuck out of here.
I don't blame you. I completely understand. I think that's a funny way to go about it, but why the fuck not? I don't. Yeah, fuck it. As he's described, like fucking lupines, you walk in like, yeah, fuck that, and you go and unstake the caitiff. The caitiff is she's a mixture in ethnicity between black and Hispanic. She's got her hair pulled back in dread. She's wearing like this nice purple blouse. Looks like she came to partake of some of the events here. She's dressed for a night out clubbing and getting just in the throes of whatever function could be have here. Maybe to feed, but who the fucking knows? But you rip that steak out of her chest, and she's like, fuck, you motherfucker. And you see her fangs distend, and her eyes start to kind of turn darker, and like a reddish tinge starts to take over them as you watch her beast take over. She literally jumps out of the chair, grabs your shoulder, and uses you to jump out of the door, and you see her tackle the guy who you've been talking to, and they tumble to the ground. Jeff, you hear that tumble go down. You're an unseen. You look around. You can see there's a werewolf slowly making its way down the hall towards you guys, and at least 3 more where back from the way you guys came.
Well, the werewolf is a nope. I'm gonna. I need to get the fuck out of here. So that's what I'm doing. Getting the fuck out of here.
You see that Sullivan.
I'm looking for Sullivan.
He's in the Sullivan. You're Sullivan. Jesus, you're seeing
Or,
Preston.
sorry, I'm looking for Preston.
We're all getting fucked up. You see Preston's in the room, literally straight across from one you're in. He has a stake in his hand. It looks like he just unstaked this caitiff.
Right on. I'm gonna watch his back, but I'm not gonna reveal myself in
Okay.
fucking
Preston,
unseen. Can't.
you see the guy who you've been talking to struggling on the ground with his caitiff you just unstaked. Mercy's there. The wolf is just, it seems amused by this, and it's slowed its pace so it can watch the struggle before it pounces, essentially. And you'll see the other 3, including the one that you were talking to, the black furred wolf, they're walking upright like men towards the place you guys are at. The black one, you see him kind of reach over to his fur, and when he pulls his hand away, this fucking huge clave glimmers into existence. The 2 others with him, one's like a gray mottled fur, and the other one's like another dark brown, but looks more like a jackal. They're carrying these blue-robed individuals. You can see their hands have gone completely through these people's chests as they kind of like shrug them down to the floor, and you hear the bodies splatter against the concrete.
I am going to head out the door, like on the opposite side, like putting basically like the struggle between the 2 vampires, and then on the other side where the werewolves are coming forward, I'm gonna go out the door and kind of duck and out the other way and just try and
It's like, fuck this, I'm
just
going back.
fuck this, and just kind of duck out and get out of there, go the opposite direction, and hope that that was enough of a distraction that like they're gonna worry about those 2 vampires that are struggling and not necessarily notice me.
So
I'm
you
gonna be
slide out.
covering him without him realizing I'm there.
Right. You slide out and you dart deeper down this hall, and there's this blue velvet curtain that's separating the end of the rows of these rooms. You basically push your way through that, and as you do that, you hear the sudden scraping of claws against the concrete of the floor, and this massive like thud as this beast has pounced on both the kindred that are struggling. You hear growling, then some screaming, and you're hearing this rage-filled voice from the caitiff as she's clearly in the throes of her beast, just shouting heinous shit about this beast and how she's going to rip its eyes out. And then you just hear this like rip and tear as you make your way through the curtain, and it just sounds like chaos. The smell of blood hits the air once more as the 2 of you make your way out. And what you emerge into, it looks like a back storage room. You see there's boxes everywhere and crates. The lighting back here is low, but it's not bright enough to make it through the curtain to bleed through. You will see there are syringes and other sorts of like tubing and piping all along the walls. There's the large vats with like, looks like vitae in them. And then next to each one, you'll see like these desiccated corpses strapped in the chairs, and these tubes are running into their arms, like they're draining these bodies dry. Now, for Preston and Sullivan, both, for the Bloodhound advantage, they're kindred. There's like 3 kindred back here.
I know what I'm gonna do. I will break my obfuscate as I open the top, or I'm gonna push the top open to one of these blood vats. And since my strength is enhanced right now, I'll pull the fucking tubes out of one of them and dump him in his own fucking blood. Wake up, bitch. Time to get into this fight. We need as many distractions as possible, and I'll start doing the same to the others.
You dump blood over all these individuals, and it takes a bit of time. Like the blood just pretty much washes all over the place. Now, luckily,
No, I'm going to throw them in the vats.
Oh, you're
of
throwing
blood.
them into. I thought you were just pulling them down and dumping them
Oh,
out.
no, because that would be a waste of blood, man. I can't do that.
Okay, so you basically start chucking these 3 vampires into the vats of their own vitae. As you do that, you slowly start hearing them thud around inside there as they start basically re-drinking their own blood. But as you do that, you guys hear the curtain get torn down as the blade that the black furred werewolf is carrying cuts right through it, and it clatters to the ground like these bits of fabric and the pole that was set up between the two ends of the wall to keep it up. He sees you, raises the clave towards you, and you hear this growl. What do you guys do?
Bro, we're here for the same reason. I want everything dead here too. Entrancement.
He'll use some of his dice. He'll use some of his dice for damn sure.
I'm gonna use some too because I don't want to die, right?
He's using 4?
Damn it.
This is not the guy that I was talking to, right?
No, it was. This is the one that you entranced.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Oh,
God
good.
damn.
Oh, that was, ignore that roll. That's not right.
Well, you can rouse to add to social if you want.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna rouse.
Okay,
Add to social.
so add 2 to your social.
Oh, well, that one. I didn't need to roll that second one, I guess.
Yeah, no, you're good. You didn't have to roll that one. But he did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 successes, essentially.
That's rough. So entrancement.
Yep. These guys in their fucking entrancement, everybody.
2.
Let me just...
We're at 20 dice right now.
You're at 18 currently.
I'll use 3 of those.
Okay.
How many did he get?
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch. He's got 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, and then plus 2 for the critical.
I also
So you got 7.
I'll
You'll
go
entrance
blow.
him.
I'll blow willpower. If you want the entrancement to go through.
Oh, it
cool.
goes through. Like, you guys are protagonists.
All right.
You bump, you'll win this. You'll win on ties, essentially. So you'll just get him.
And I'll stand there just non-offensively, like, hey, bro,
He keeps.
we don't want to do this.
He keeps a clave point towards you as he walks towards one of the vats. As you see it kind of careen over to the side and fall to the ground, blood splatters around a bit as this like naked, gray-skinned and twisted-framed vampire, obviously Nosferatu, emerges. His beast fully at the fore. This creature's jaw distends like a snake's, and it's got this fanged maw as it goes to leap at this werewolf. The werewolf brings a blade from you and just a backhanded swipe, casual, and you see it slice through the neck of the Nosferatu midair, and its head and body go separate directions.
Bad day.
Hey, man, there's 2 more. We did this for you. We got to go.
It turns its head towards you, and you'll see its eyes narrow. The golden orbs just become slits, and you feel this restrained anger behind it. But it just kind of growls and just does like a shoulder nod towards you guys, and there's a door back further beyond this like lab area.
God, I love being a
That's where
Torador.
we're going.
I'm headed for the door.
You guys run. As you'll see it like go and grab with one massive paw one of the other bins that somebody's still trying to crawl out of. It pulls it down and just starts stabbing the blade, the clave, into that tube as you guys burst out the back door.
God, those guys had a real bad day. I got kidnapped, drained, and then reanimated, and then murdered.
Oh
That's
boy.
badass.
So
We
you
should have
guys-
stayed home tonight.
You guys burst out into the cold in the back of the storage shed. Now, mind you, it's like a good 80 feet down now to the other side of the storage sheds. And you hear just screaming and growling and like just howling from inside. And this it makes you realize, Preston, as you get out here, when the cold hits you, you look over at Sullivan. He's drenched in blood, drenched in it. As Sullivan's out in this cold, that blood starts to frost over.
Dude, you're going to have to take that off.
Fuck. I'll take it off and I'll wrap it around my waist. I'm not leaving it here. I'm not leaving a scent for a giant wolf to follow later.
Okay.
Fuck that. But I will grab some snow and shit off the ground and just kind of fucking
Try to
quick
clean
over the
yourself
face,
off real
over the
quick.
body. Yeah, but we need to get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
Yeah. And we'll fuck off. Wherever direction that we're headed is where we're going.
So you guys basically dart back out of the storage facility. You'll see the guy that was basically manning the gate. Essentially, as you guys run out, you're leaving already? What the fuck, man?
Oh, bro, come here. You gotta see. Look, like I'll start walking toward him and I'll start showing him like
He'll
around my
walk up-
chest.
He's like, what?
I'm gonna bury the knife up under his fucking throat.
Just
Fuck him.
cow. Okay. Jeff will take another stain as you're just being messy now. But so you'll just jam that blade up underneath his chin, and you'll see it glisten as it passes through his mouth, drops in like a gasp, and his body will seize up for a second, and then just go limp, like leaning on you and the knife.
I'll leave him in the fucking knife. We'll fuck off.
It's not bad enough. Let's get out of here.
What the fuck? One of his asshole buddies tried to stake me with a fucking crossbow. Who does that?
A crossbow?
A
He had a
fucking crossbow, dude.
What year is it? He had a crossbow. Okay.
Jesus.
So you guys make it back to the SUV. You go 3 blocks. Sullivan gets a lot of strange looks. He's topless in fucking 9-degree weather. That's not normal for anybody, especially since he's already used the blush of health. So his body's exuding a little bit of heat and he's breathing, but it looks fucking freezing. People are like, are you okay? Like, what's going on?
God damn it.
I'll
give him I'll
person.
give him my coat. So at least he's got something, and I'll just act like I'm cold.
Okay. So you guys bundle up. I'm like, no, we're fine. And you make your way towards the SUV. You get there without any further incident.
We're just going to drive off somewhere not here.
Just somewhere not here?
Just somewhere not fucking here.
Okay. So you just start the car and like, I just got to go somewhere. So you start driving around. You leave.
Just drive around a little bit until we're pretty sure we're not being followed or tailed, and then we can like go home so that you can change clothes and shit.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Man, I expected a wild night, but not that.
I would say that on a list of things that I would have expected to be there, like werewolf would have been at the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I think that's the first werewolf I've ever encountered. I don't know about you. I don't want to do that again.
Nope.
So you guys will get back to the warehouse loft safely.
Sullivan
gets back inside.
We'll throw the bloody shirt just somewhere in my room. I'll dispose of it later. I'm not too worried about it. And I'll clean everything up, get all the blood and shit out of my hair and whatnot, and then I'll redress, and we'll have to figure out what the fuck we're doing next, because we still got a lot of night to fucking kill. We were only there for what, an hour and a half? You guys spent about an hour to get food for Preston. So it was about 9 o'clock when you got there. By the time you get home, it's actually probably about 11, because you drove around for a bit to kind of calm the fuck down and make sure you weren't being followed. So it's about 11 o'clock when you get changed, get a new pair of, a new shirt on, and, maybe a new pair of pants, because those got bloody too. So yeah, it's about 11.
So if the werewolves are onto that, there's a decent chance that they might be on to other like cult activity, I think.
Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe. The only reason I say maybe is because these guys were out there and they were out proselytizing, basically. Tonight they embraced us like normal. They embraced other people like normal that we saw. So the werewolves could have just been in the same area and got the same info, and were like, yeah, this is shiesty. And the second they noticed vampires, maybe they were like, all right, this place has got to go.
It's too bad that one werewolf was such a dick, because I wanted to get a way to get in touch with him, because then we could have found a way to send them to the lake.
That's interesting. Very interesting, actually.
But the best that I was able to do is get him to not kill me.
Yeah, me too. In that room. That was the goal. So we succeeded there. So we can mark that off the list as a big nope. We're just going to leave people in blue robes the fuck alone, I think. Or send other people at them.
I need to, just to be extra careful, I need to warn the Bahari. I need to warn Trina. And sure. I forgot to talk to Trina about something anyways.
Right on. Phone call, or are we going to head out and meet her somewhere?
I wouldn't know where to meet. I'm going to text her and ask her if I can meet her somewhere.
Maybe we can meet at the yacht club. 2 birds, 1 stone. A little bit of backup. I mean, we don't have to tell her why she's going to the yacht club, but...
My concern with the yacht club is if that one lady is there again.
Narissa?
Yeah.
That's true.
That could get fucked up.
Hey, should we tell Jason Newberry about that place?
No, we shouldn't tell Jason Newberry about that place.
Why not? I think he'd have a blast.
See, now you're just talking about doing stuff just to do it.
It's fair. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. You're right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, since my plan clearly got us almost killed here, We're gonna follow your lead tonight.
All right.
Fair?
Ray, I'm gonna send Trina Velasco a text and just ask her, can we meet tonight?
It takes about 10 minutes to get a response back, but she finally does, and she's like, "Sure. Where do you want to hook up?"
Same as last time.
Yeah, give me like a half an hour, 45 minutes, and I'll see if we can get it hooked up.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot to ask her about the AIC thing.
In the meantime, while we're waiting, since we're in the warehouse district, I'll set up a fucking barrel fire outside, and I'll throw my shirt in it from a little distance.
Well, so you're not in a warehouse district. You have a warehouse loft that's been converted over, but you can definitely go in the alleyway and do something like that. That's not a big issue.
Sure. Yeah.
So you go out to do that, and while you're outside doing this, Preston hears this clattering from downstairs, like something metallic being dropped on the stone.
Oh, fuck. I'll go down and check it out.
You get the lantern. Or you go to get the lantern, you realize the lantern's gone. But you guys have backups there just in case somebody goes down alone. So you have to kind of scrounge around for a second, get the other one, light it. You start descending the stairs, and you start hearing muffled conversations coming from the sacrificial chamber.
I will slow my pace and heighten senses.
As you sharpen your senses, you hear very clearly V's voice, Vanathra, going, "No, I'm telling you, quick incision, painless, and you will be given up to a life beyond this one that you have known that will just take your breath away." And you hear a younger boy, can't be more than the teens, you're going, "Well, that's not what I want. That wasn't the deal." "Oh no, the deal is perfectly fine. Don't worry. You're going to heaven. It'll be great. Just cut straight down the line. Straight down the line." "Well, I don't really know." And you hear the blade something kind of scrape against the stone. "That's it. Pick it up. You'll be fine. Trust me. Just give of yourself and you'll get great gifts in return."
I will continue heading down.
Okay. You descend down. Are you actually going to go into the room?
Yep.
You open the door to the chamber by the well, and over the well, kind of hovered over, you'll see this goth kid, probably like 19 or so. He's wearing like black trip pants with like the chains and shit. He's wearing this black button-up shirt with straps that go from the arms to the back. He can't be, like I said, more than 19 or so. And he's kneeled down and he's kind of leaning over the well, and he's got like your guys' kitchen knife, and he's looking at his arm. And there's a couple of hesitation marks you can see on his skin already. And you see Vanathra on the other side of the well, just dressed in his nice suit, going, "Of course, just, straight down. It'd be perfect."
I'll yell, "Stop."
The kid goes, "What?" and sees you and freaks out and drops a knife, and you hear the knife clatter against the sides of the well. And Vanathra's like, "What are you doing?"
Stopping this bullshit.
The kid rises to his feet. Evens or odds, Sean? What do you
Evens.
prefer? Evens for you. Okay. The kid rises to his feet, sees you, and you see the chains on his legs get kind of tripped up, and he into the well.
Motherfucker.
As he falls, he screams, and you hear him shout out as it sounds like flesh just getting torn and muscles ripping apart. And you see Vanathra going, "Ooh. Now that's waste. What is wrong with you? I was trying to arrange something here that you guys didn't have to have part of. What the hell?"
I want you out of here.
"Yeah, it's not happening."
You're not welcome. This isn't yours. This isn't your place.
I'm attached
You need to
this.
leave.
I'm attached to this. You can't just say, "I don't like you here." It's not like I'm a roommate, all right? I mean, I don't pay rent, nor will I ever. But I'm not leaving. If you don't want to hear from me, I understand. That's fine. We won't have that issue.
You're going to leave, or I will promise you I will find a way to make you leave permanently.
If only you could.
I will find a way.
You do me a favor, really. So find a way.
I'll make you leave in the way that you don't want to leave.
Oh, I don't think you can.
Not right now.
Okay.
But I will.
Well, we'll talk
This,
about
what you've done here, what you've turned this into, it doesn't fly.
What I turn this into, don't even put this on me, Mr. Caulfield. You and your buddy outside who's burning his shirt did this. Now you're just dealing with the consequences of what you did.
You're right. We're dealing with the consequences, and they're going to be dealt with.
Good. Well, while you're thinking about that,
Revoke his invitation.
while you're thinking about that, I got other things to do. So you have a great night, Mr. Caulfield. And he'll vanish. Sullivan's outside as the last of the shirt burns away, and you're like, all right, that's good, and go start throwing snow into the barrel to kind of put it out. You see this swarm of rats just stream out of the manhole covers and the rest of the alleyway and start going straight towards the house.
What the fuck?
They run around you, like you can feel them rub against your feet and like up on your calf as like literally 1 or 2 high, just kind of roam by you. And they start going into all these holes in the house that you didn't see before until they got there, like behind the dumpster, on the base of the foundation, and they just start streaming into the house. At least like 200 or 300 of them.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, okay. I'll continue putting the fucking fire out because I can't do shit about 300 rats in a second. So.
Okay. You put it out. Preston starts hearing the familiar skittering and scratching inside the walls of the house. And as you leave this chamber, which I'm assuming you are,
Yep.
you start leaving the chamber, you have that issue again where you have to step through the rats as they are now emerging into the basement. They stay out of your way, but they're just now here again.
All right. They're going into the basement. I guess I would know. I'm not going to follow them. Fuck it. I'll keep going upstairs to find Sullivan.
Okay. Sullivan will probably be coming back in as you make your way upstairs, as you kind of break away from the basement and walk back onto the main floor. And you guys see each other. Preston doesn't look happy, obviously, Sullivan.
I'll just be like, what the fuck is going on, man?
We had a big fucking problem.
Yeah, like 200 to 300 little problems become one big problem quick when they
Yeah.
all rush the house at the same time.
That's not even a problem. Like comparatively, it's not even a big deal. That's like nothing. Rats, 200 of them, 300 of them, not a big deal. The bigger problem is V fucking sacrificing people downstairs behind our backs in the name of this new purpose of this well that we have and being a dick about it. And I told him to fuck off and he said no. And so now we have to find a way to make him leave.
I wonder if we can manipulate. I have a ritual that allows me to basically create a ward. So ghouls, any mortal with kindred vitae, it's uncomfortable and it hurts for them to break a certain line. Maybe we can somehow convert that into some sort of demonic ward. Keep V the fuck out.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to try anything. Or if you suggested earlier calling Quincy, could let him know what's going on.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to.
But I'm supposed to meet Trina in like 30, 45 minutes.
All right, well, let's go take care of that for now, I guess.
And, well, I don't know. I'm fucking scared to leave now for fear that I'm going to come back and break up another sacrifice going in there that works counterintuitive to what we're doing.
Well, we can't just stay home. I mean, that just isn't going to work. We could use the drop area and leave a message and see if we can get further information on how to create a ward or doing something to get this guy to leave us the fuck alone.
So the drop is for your Tremere contact in the city. That's the one who gave you the intel on the cults, the Shalamites and the cultivar. If
That's
you want
right,
to
I
get
thought
all
it
of
was-
Quincy, you can just call Quincy. He's not in the
Yeah, that's
city.
true.
You don't know where he is right now, but he's available
Right.
to you.
Why don't you call Quincy?
Sure. I'll give Quincy a call since we got to kill a little bit of time anyways.
Yeah, he'll pick up probably the second ring. Hello.
Hey, Quincy, I have thing I can't really talk about over the phone.
Okay, what's going on? What do you need?
We have a new friend, a friend that was uninvited, that seems to be a lesser friend than the friends that sleep at our house.
This is cute, by the way. I adore this. Fair enough. You need eviction assistance.
Yes.
you need me to come to Chicago.
If if it's not too much trouble for you, yes.
Well, I'm just in Milwaukee.
It's a little out of our league at the moment, unfortunately, and it could be detrimental if we don't handle it relatively quick.
I'll be there in a couple nights. I gotta finish up some things. I got some irons in the fire up in Milwaukee here, so let me wrap that up to a point where I can leave for a couple nights, and I'll be down.
Okay. Now, I guess, do you know if in the meantime, if there's anything we can do to potentially ward off the unwanted guest, at least temporarily? Is there any sort of mundane things I can put around?
Listen, Sullivan, the last thing I want you doing is watching Supernatural and getting the wrong ideas. So,
Sure.
no, there's really nothing mundane you can do. However, we can fix non-mundane things when I get down there. We'll just do some crash courses. I'll teach you some things, and you can handle it from there. I'd hope, anyways.
Yeah, I think with the proper teachings, I think we'll be okay. Just right now, it's out of our reach. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll be down in a couple nights.
We'll see then.
And he'll hang out.
I will as well. He'll be down in a few nights.
All right, good. That makes me feel a little bit better.
In the meantime, there's nothing we can do.
Well, it is what it is, I guess. All right, you ready to leave?
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. I don't feel like chilling with a bunch of rats right now, considering we got to sleep with them during the fucking day. And they're gonna shit all over my bed.
And the coats. We'll
And
leave.
the coats.
Especially the coats. On or around the coat
On
area.
or around the coats.
All right, so you guys are heading to the Drake.
Yes.
All right, you guys will hop in the car. This poor SUV's been just driven around so much tonight. It's seen things, man. It's seen things. But you hop
And
in
it
the
still
SUV.
hasn't been fixed.
Fucking Balthazar, that prick.
It still hasn't been.
Not
fixed.
just Balthazar, the people that we hit on accident that kept
Oh,
driving.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, this thing,
Lakeshore Drive.
it's going to be time for...
Yeah, we need to get a ghoul so we can get this fixed because we can't be awake during the day.
time for a new used car.
Yep.
So you guys start driving downtown, get to the Drake, park in the lot there, head back into the lobby. And as you guys are walking into the lobby, you see Velasco is standing against one of the columns. She seems very relaxed. She's wearing, black blue jeans, casual jacket, nice sweater. She looks kind of happy, like a little relieved from like the last time you guys saw her, just like a night or so ago. You guys also see those same ghouls that are working the area, like in the concierge desk and things of that nature. They just all give you the nod. It's just like, yes, we recognize you. And once you walk towards Velasco, she's like, hey, ready to go up?
Yep.
All right, cool. She'll lead you guys to the elevator. You guys will go in, be only the three of you in there, and you guys will head up to the 20th floor, hop out, go straight to the same room you guys were in before.
Nice.
And she'll close the door behind you. She'll toss, the key card on the dresser again and go and sit on one of the chairs right by the window. She does open the drapes this time to kind of get a nice view of the city. And she puts her back to it, turns towards you. She's like, all right, so what's going on?
We've been seeing each other so often. People are going to start talking after a while.
They're going to talk no matter what we do. You know that. It's the
So,
Camarillo way.
Oh, yeah. So speaking of weird things, we went and checked out this, what we thought was a cult. A bunch of people were in blue robes. And so it was your standard fare of drug use and manipulation and sex and all that stuff. And everything was looking just normal as fine until the werewolves showed up to crash the party and kill everyone.
Can you back up a second there? I think.
Yeah, sure.
I think I misheard you when you said fucking werewolves.
No, werewolves. Yes, werewolves. As in they look like humans and then they contort their bodies into big wolf-like creatures and slay things.
Yeah, Chicago has a history with them.
Yeah.
But you guys you're still walking around and look like you're in one piece. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but pretty much everybody there is not.
Everybody's dead. And so so part of this cult, like there were vampires in this cult. And so we weren't able to find out who or what they were about because the party got crashed beforehand. But I'm reaching out to you because if there are werewolves who are sniffing out cult type activity or groups or gatherings, stuff like that, I wanted to make sure that you're aware of it.
Right.
They were staking vampires that were not with them, and it looked like they were draining them into vats.
Yeah.
Because they tried to stake me.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
What was the cult like?
They wore blue robes.
They touted hedonism.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
That's Bill Butler's group.
Who's Bill Butler?
Former Sabbat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was he a Southern gentleman?
No, Bill's not Southern.
Okay.
But he was dealing with he was building stuff up with some sort of preaching shit. He was a little out there, a little crazy fucker. I don't know much about his operation. I know that he was using kindred blood as like a high or a rush for mortals. I don't know the details.
That explains the syringes and stuff. And
well, they had a pretty sizable operation going. There were about 60 or 70 people there when we got there, so they were.
Sounds like it's a they had situation if some fucking freight train werewolves just showed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There were 4 or 5 of them. Stone angry, just killers.
Massive fucking blade came out of nowhere, and it was wielding it while in this massive, just werewolf looking form or whatever. It was wielding it as if it was nothing.
Yeah, I haven't clashed with the fuckers. I've seen them. I've seen the results of their work, and it's never anything but ash. So the fact that you guys got out, fucking more power to you guys. Like, for real. I wouldn't want to tussle with them. I know that the Sabbat brought a bunch. Well, it didn't bring a bunch of them. They riled some up back during the days of Loden, when that whole fucking massive shit went down. That got him killed and resulted with Jackson being prince. All that fucking crap. It was an attempted fucking attack by Sabbat. And I know Bill is here for that. But then when shit started going south, and she'll just kind of nod to Preston, like, as you know, some of us said, fuck it, we're not leaving. And we decided to stay, do our own thing, essentially. Yeah. So Bill was one of them that was doing that same thing. I thought he was doing a cult for fucking like a herd or something, that blood on hand. I didn't know he was doing that crazy shit. I figured that the whispers about the vampire blood, the canite blood being used was just kind of like, all right, yeah, great. Good thing to get out there to, I don't know, enslave your followers, make them ghouls. Who the fuck knows? Who cares? But that's a little more than I was expecting.
Yeah. The only vampire that was a part of him that I was able to come across was pretty well gone. Like some of the worst that you run across in the Sabbat in terms of just inhumane killers. So whoever this cult group was, it would make sense if they had those kind of ties, just by the way that they behaved. Just total lack of regard for anything, really.
Well, you may not be seeing much more of them if werewolves attack them. Like, that's...
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah,
So, just wanted to warn you to lay low. And then one thing I forgot to ask you about, as long as you don't have any more wolf-related questions.
No, I've heard enough about werewolves for one lifetime, so I'm good.
Yeah. Do you know anything about a gangrel named Lester?
Yeah, I see him around. Yeah, he and Rosa kind of are doing the clan thing with the cam. I try to stay out of their way. Lester's like looking over the AIC or something like that.
Yeah, there's something going on there that he's looking into, and I was kind of trying to get some info on that. Don't know if you could help.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm trying to make inroads. I'm trying to make inroads with the clan here in the cam to maintain my whatever. And I thought this would be something that if I could help with, or give some information that,
Yeah, you're trying to build up goodwill, that type of shit. No, I get you.
Yeah.
I don't really know much about him. I mean, I could see what I can, get an ear to the ground on and, maybe make an introduction, in a couple nights or so. Like, I can probably make something like that happen if that's,
Yeah, Yeah, I mean the best that you could do. Yeah, I'd meet with them.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely I'll see what I can do. I'll reach out to them. We're just a little busy right now. We're doing some restructuring with the garden, you know.
Yeah.
But luckily, you know, Blackwater's helping out, so that's pretty awesome of them. So, you know, it's worthwhile, I think, that to get some weird views on one side. They do this. They're not with us, but they have some similar beliefs, is what it feels like. And with the Blackwater stepping in, we got a lot more resources in the city. That's been pretty fucking awesome. And Narissa's fucking heaven sent. Oh my god, like she's been an amazing help with the rest of the Canite members of the group.
Yeah. One thing that I did find out, or that we did find out about Narissa and like Blackwaters in general, they've got some weird like fascination with like something in Lake Michigan.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what. I'm not exactly sure what it is.
Well, I know she has a boat. I don't know much else, but I know she has like something at the yacht club, like a boat or something.
Yeah, I kind of heard that too. I don't know if you'd heard anything more about like. I don't know. Like somebody told me that whatever kind of like ritual or whatever that they're trying to do involves something that they believe is in something powerful they believe is in Lake Michigan. I don't know if
That'd be
that
the
rings a
first
bell.
I've heard of it. I don't know. I haven't, but I
Right.
don't really do a lot of their things. I know they got this like victims help group or something like that, but victims of trauma or something. I don't remember the. It's in the back of like the tip of my tongue, right? I just can't recall it right now. Our Lady of something or other, but
Our Lady of Suffering.
yeah, that's it. That's it. They run that for like victims of trauma, which I think is, you know, hey, whatever, that's cool. You know, do your thing, but empower them. I don't know their views yet. I haven't gone to one. I know some of the other guys are going to be checking out some of their things and see if we can mesh on a better level and maybe bring them in. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't really know much about anything else in terms of like rituals that they're into or stuff in Lake Michigan. Well, I'll keep an ear out though.
Yeah, just something to, I guess, more of a heads up, really, to
Yeah.
be wary of. And if they mention anything, like, you know, definitely let me know. I'd be interested.
Yeah. Oh, that bullshit name, Jeremiah Jones.
Yes.
I think I know who that is.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's a guy named Jeremiah. I don't remember what clan he is, but I know that he is with the Church of Cain, which would make sense for him trying to pull some shit on us.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start looking a little deeper into that. His last name isn't Jones, so I don't know why he used Jones, but it's stupid. It's fucking Jeremiah Jones.
Probably
But-
because it's general and can't be really
I guess, but
tracked back to any one person.
But a name that weird kind of tends to stand out. You know what I mean?
That is a weird
Sure.
name.
So I don't know what's going on with it, but I did find out and remember from him from talking to some other people. So we got a place to start, at least. If nothing else, we can look in the Church of Cain and really fuck those guys. You know, they got this weird mixed up message about fucking. Anyways, I'll pontificate if I go on that train of thought. Anything else you need from me?
No, you know what? That was it. Unless there's anything that you need from me or that else I can do for you.
If you know anything on the ground about the Blackwaters, just keep an ear out for me. Yeah. I just
Yeah,
want to get more intel before we make any moves.
Yep. It's a name that keeps coming up with cultivar stuff specifically. So yeah, definitely like you two, be careful and particularly about the Lake Michigan thing. There's something weird with them.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't really heard anything, but you know, who knows? I don't hear everything. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep. I hear you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna head out then, unless there's anything else.
No, that was it. I won't keep you.
You guys, just like last time, can do the room if you want. You got it for the night, so
Very good. Thank you.
yep. And she'll stand up, you know, look back at the window one last time, and then start heading over to the door. You hear it open, close, and she's gone.
Interesting. Narissa's popping up in more and
All over
more
the place.
circles. Yeah.
And looks like the fact that they're trying to work together with the Bahari is
I mean, it makes sense because of what Narissa's kind of playing to fits in with what the Bahari are about, kind of. So I can see why they're almost bed buddies at this point, or attempting to become, because, like she said, the way that they work with like the traumatized women and empowering women and stuff like that, isn't that kind of similar to Bahari stuff? I don't know a lot about it other than what you've said.
Yeah, I mean it's basically just a belief that in Lilith and empowerment and that sort of thing. So yeah, I mean there's definitely some similarities there. So I can kind of see how working together might be mutually beneficial, but I don't know. I tend to not really trust anybody, so.
Right. Well, based on the stuff that we had come across about her, especially with the whole cult and Lake Michigan thing and what she had going on there, that's clearly, to me, that's a front. And she's just using that as an in with the Bahari to try and get either backing or steal people from, or amassing whatever power she can get her hands on, because she's Alessandra.
I don't know. And then there's the big question mark is still the cult of Shalim.
Right. Now, let me see. What do I have on that? Because I know we have
a
actually
name.
That's all we have, because we haven't actually actively looked into it yet.
Yeah, just a name in the southwest of the city.
Southwest of the city. You want to take a swing down to the southwest of the city, see what we can dig up?
You know what just hit me, actually? The intelligence that we got is that they were currently feuding with the ministry. Wasn't the ministry meeting with Narissa at the yacht club that night?
No, the Hakata. You know what?
Yeah, you're right. It was. I misremember.
It was the Hakata, but I don't know if that Hakata is part of the ministry. I don't know how that works.
You're right. I had him mixed up. All right. Well, the problem with the southwest of the city is, well, first of all, this guy's a rabbi. I don't know that I want to go fucking around with religious stuff.
If we want anything substantial, we're going to have to look into it, I think, because there's just so much going on. You don't know, other than us, we don't know who to trust. You can't really trust anybody in our line of work anyways, so...
What day of the week is it, Ray?
Saturday.
It's Saturday. Well, I guess it's either that or we see if there's a Camarilla gathering going on that we go to. We'll make an appearance. Your call, man. What do you want to spend the rest of the night doing? You want to go try and fuck with Shalim, or do you want to see if there's anything going on?
I said we were going to follow you tonight, buddy, because you know me, I'm going to pick Shalim. So this is on you, man.
All right. Well, I guess.
But like you said, Camarilla gathering could be just as helpful at this point.
It could be helpful, or we could get fucked again. Every time we do this, we get an errand.
That is true. But going after the cult of Shalim, I mean, we just went after some no-name guys in blue coats. This is an established cult that at least has a monicum of power and is known in the city. So that could fuck us too, buddy. I mean, the question is, will we have lube? I don't know what to tell you. But what I can tell you, beyond the shadow of a doubt, is Lamont is gonna pop a vein. Like
he's gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
He's gonna be pissed for sure.
He'll figure it out.
But you know what? I gotta give it to him though. I have to give it to him. He was 100% right about V. I had my doubts. He was 100% right. So I have to give him that.
I was just trying to be nice to the guy until we figure out how to get rid of him. But I didn't know he was making sacrifices. That's a problem. But luckily, I don't think we can't have the only active well on our end. There's got to be those on the other end who have active wells who are sacrificing regularly and not waking it up. So if anything, it's just slowly strengthening this thing until we can figure out how to keep it asleep.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's drive through the southwest side of the city and see if we can track down where this rabbi is and at least do some recon.
Right. I was going to say, worst case scenario, we can just do some intel gathering for now and, I don't know, fucking fuck our way through it.
All right.
Back into the Baali mobile.
So you guys go back out the elevator. Do you take the key card or leave it here?
We'll take it just in case we come back.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll take it, but we'll have to come back anyways
To drop it off.
anyways.
No, you
So
don't.
Or
can't
we
just
don't.
Steal a fucking.
It'll
I guess
just
we could
be-
fuck it.
It'll
They'll
be
just reprogram
inactive.
another card. Yeah.
All right, fuck
Right.
it. I'm too. I don't know. I'm worried too much about. I don't know why. Stealing a key card. It's like, oh, I feel bad. I feel bad. Like, oh, that's gonna put that. Like, that's inconsiderate.
The Second
I've
Inquisition is going to
sacrificed
come find
people.
us through the key card.
I've sacrificed people to the children of the outer dark, but stealing a key card, that's fine. I gotta draw the line somewhere. All right.
Well, if you look at the hierarchy of sins on
Right.
the path,
So you guys go back to the elevator and head down to the lobby. The doors, the elevator dings and the doors open. You guys walk into the lobby itself. And as you guys are walking, you see a gentleman you guys saw at the bonfire with Jackson when the city gathered waiting for Malenkov that didn't show up. You see that Germanic gentleman that was wearing the nice suit and was talking to Ballard. You saw him for like a brief second, but you have seen this guy before. When
It's not Balthazar, so we're good.
No, it's not Balthazar. He is walking into the Drake as you guys are heading towards the exit. And as he sees you, he starts heading directly towards the two of you. Caucasian gentleman, probably around 5'8", 5'9", built okay, like a regular average build. Nothing too overtly, muscular or like lanky. He's just got an average build to him. His features aren't anything to write home about. Just a bland looking guy.
and we saw this guy where?
At the
bonfire.
bonfire with Prince Jackson. He was talking to Ballard when the clans were getting together to basically waste time while Jackson was chastising Damien about what the fuck, where's Malenkov?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll just like see him headed towards us, and I guess I'll just kind of like resigned and just head towards him. Like, let's see what this brings us.
He
I'll again adopt that little slightly slumped shoulders, about a half a step back, that supplicant roll.
When he walks in, you see him kind of look over at the ghouls, and they just kind of look at him. When he looks back at you guys, you get this like a very subtle sigh, like "fuck no." But he walks up towards you, and as he goes to kind of shoulder between the two of you, like as he's getting out of the way, he kind of pats against Preston's jacket, and you feel him slip something in your inside pocket as he walks back towards the elevators.
All right. I'll just take it in stride and just keep walking.
Yeah, as he
And
passes, he's like, "Sorry, guys, excuse me."
Oh, pardon me. And then I'll just keep walking in stride, and then I'll just casually reach in and grab whatever it was.
He gave you like this little envelope that key cards come inside, like the small little like paper envelope. There's a key card in there, and there's also a small handwritten note, like probably like 4 or 5 square inches of paper. You pull that open as you guys get to the doors, and it says, "We need to talk," and you see your clan symbol. All right, so Sullivan and Preston now have a meeting right after their meeting with the Bahari with a person that they've seen one time around the bonfire when they were there to deal with Malenkov and Prince Jackson. Now, they're not sure who this individual is, and I'm sure it'll be an interesting meeting because this guy seems to know who they are. So we'll see you in this episode.